Burning Legion. Rebuilt without Sargeras? What? 10.1.7 DATAMINED info. Oh. I thought 10.1.7 was going to be more about the Void and stuff. But it looks like the Legion might be making a comeback. Either that or this is just more Doran speculation that's going to lead to absolutely nothing. Let's check out what this video's about.
We've all been talking about recent Zalatat hits, old gods, Voidlords, and no one is actually paying attention to the Fel Gods, Dreadlords, Legion soldiers being data mined in the new patch 10.1.7.
I didn't know they were
just
data
left the
mined.
Burning Legion in the past as a defeat.
The Dreadlords are not done. These guys have literally infiltrated every part of WoW. They are in every storyline. I mean, remember Castle Nathria? That shit turned out to be all Dreadlords shit. So they're gonna make a comeback. I just don't know when they're gonna show up again.
Enemy, however, not
They might be with us now. Remember, they could take the shape of anything.
only is that not true, we've only stopped their leadership, but we have just discovered a bunch of new demons that are making their own appearance pretty much out of nowhere. Even more interestingly, a Dreadlord, one of the strongest former Legion officers, is here, the ruler of an entire planet. With Sargeras missing, it is likely that the strongest warlords are vying for leadership, and we could be seeing Burning Legion 2.0 without Sargeras, reborn with a new leader, and
Here's the thing, though. When you kill a demon now, it goes to the Twisting Nether. But does it come back without Argus? Because that was the whole thing, that Argus was supposed to be a place where their souls can come back to. So I wonder now, if you kill a demon, is it different than it used to be?
serving a new goal. Furthermore, as these are Dreadlords making all these schemes, it is also likely that Denatrius may be behind this. He could be coming back. Could he be looking
Sire
to
Denatrius
take over
was
the
the
remnants
best
of the
thing to
Legion
come out of
with
Shadowlands.
his Natrizim army? What is all this new data mined information? Did you know if you lose your wallet,
we
you
got
can
a
use
sponsor.
this little tracker to find it through the app? Best of all, extra this video sponsor has some really cool looking wallets. They got so many styles to choose from.
You mean the
Premium
No, I
leather
do not
and
mean the
space grade
J one.
aluminum. You got amazing key cases, also with
Why does he
trackers,
always
and
have
you
to be
got
brought
12
up?
months warranty. So make sure to check out my link in the description and use code DORAN and get up to 25% discount. Check out Extra.
There it is.
There is one very important station we need to make, and that is that we have only imprisoned Sargeras and stopped the Legion. We didn't remove all the demons, we didn't destroy the Twisted Nether, we didn't even significantly cull their numbers where they're just irrelevant. What
The
we
demons
did
are still around.
is we laid waste to their main base of Argus, imprisoned their leader and creator, and we essentially eliminated the brain, the main commanding structure that was behind the Burning Crusade, which was inherently just a crazed Titan's mission. However, Sargeras is not the Legion, and now with the time skip, things keep being...
Also, Sargeras is not dead. And I think he's going to realize he got played by the Dreadlords. And who knows? Maybe he comes back. Maybe he comes back with Illidan, ready to fuck shit up. I don't know. Imagine that team up. Be cool.
brewing for quite a while,
Just saying.
a few years, where they might actually start.
I don't think he's going to take it well, finding out he got played.
Established lore, the demons have been a threat to the Warcraft universe since its inception. They had a certain type of primitive organizations, but they were always just inherently chaotic. So while you never had a giant army with spaceships and bases all over the universe, you had various raid parties where demons would just go from planet to planet and just wreak havoc. In fact, that is exactly what Sargeras was sent to stop back when he was a good Titan. If this was not a big threat at the time, then the Pantheon obviously wouldn't have to send a whole Titan, the strongest of them all, that is capable of splitting a world in half with one swing. In order to stop them, they could have really just used their Titan Forge creation. So obviously demons...
Real quick. This is what old WoW was all about, man. Splitting planets in half with massive swords. Annihilating all life. Now if you look at a picture of the Titans, let me see. Titans, Hearthstone. Because this is the most recent image that I've seen of the Titans. Now this is what the Titans look like, yeah. Side-by-side comparison here. Look at that. These are your Titans of today. Very happy, look at this, all loving, playing with their little, creations and stuff. These are the Titans of today. They look more like Disney characters. These are the original fucking Titans of WoW. I feel like WoW's just got a bit soft, a bit of limp. I miss hard WoW. Erect WoW. Bring it back, man. Bring it back. Sweaty, hardcore WoW.
Health with one swing in order to stop them.
Big
they could really
swords
just use their Titan
and
Forge
death.
creations. So obviously demons without the Burning Legion, pre-Burning Legion, were a pretty significant threat. Now, the main thing about demons is that they respect one thing and one thing only, and that is power. They always punched up around the strongest warlords that constantly battled each other. Sure, these warlords were changed like every single day, since there was always a stronger one, but when Sargeras came in, freed them from a prison he made, there was no one else stronger than the Fallen Titan in the whole universe, and they respected him and followed him for thousands and thousands of years. However, even back in Legion, if you may remember, when defeat was imminent, you could see Kill Jaden, for example, starting to disrespect and disobey Sargeras, so that mindset was kinda always there. Now, what Sargeras did was he got
Well,
the
to be fair, Kill Jaden was a Dry Knight. He was not a demon. So his respect and all that didn't work the same way demons did, where just the most powerful got the respect. He was a Dry Knight at the end of the day, so he worked it differently.
The army, he went on to search for the smartest
Over under
races in
level
the universe
15
to
before
corrupt them, to
September.
get them to lead.
We're already
That is
making
how
bets
he
on
got
hardcore.
the Eredar and also the Dreadlords, although obviously the Dreadlords can now change, the lore is completely different. They were present since the start, they never even served Sargeras, they were all minions of the Natrius, as we've learned from the Shadowlands. Well, fast forward thousands and thousands of years, we have Dragonflight, and now the Legion, for the first time since the Legion expansion, is starting to make a move. We have two very powerful Dreadlords, not only infiltrating Azeroth and wreaking havoc, but also fighting between themselves, summoning Felguards and other demons who seem to be their followers that we have just DATAMINED in 10.1.7. As I said,
didn't know this shit was gonna show up in
Sargeras, the main
10.7.
guy, a bunch of officers and local warlords remained, and they still had their own followers like private armies, and it is very likely that they have been infighting to recreate a brand new demonic army.
What's up,
Someone
Jarps?
of the former Burning Legion definitely wants to be a new Sargeras. So right now in 10.1.5 and 10.1.7 from DATAMINED information, we have Lord Bane Hollow and Lord Hel Nurat, two Dreadlords that have been in the game since forever that are now making a return since their last appearance in Legion. So during a new
What's up,
World of
Sig?
Westline, you might have
Shrew
actually
Baldwin.
ran into Lord Bane Hollow. This guy was back in WoW, like the original, back in Felwood, then he appeared in Cataclysm, then he was in the Black City on the Broken Shore during the battle for the Broken Shore.
Look,
Now,
I mean, the truth is the Dreadlords have been involved in almost every major event that we have seen since playing Classic WoW. I mean, they were even in Warcraft, 1, 2, and 3. They showed up. So, I mean, they're everywhere.
he disguised himself as a warlock teacher on the Dark Moon Island, but what he really wanted was to steal the souls of the warlock initiates, which, as you may guess,
Damn,
is
that's
probably
fucking
some
dark.
part of his plan to increase his power to get new souls, new minions, and rise in rank when compared to the other former Legion officers. Well, he feels he's defeated in the Blasted Lands where he had escaped, and he says he will be back, which is always the case with the Dreadlords. This in itself is not really brand new info, however, we have also just DATAMINED new stuff from 10.1.7, and that is the return of his biggest Dreadlord rival, and that is Lord Hel Nurat. This guy has also been in the game originally, and he has been present on the Broken Shore. This just goes to show how chaotic the minions of the Legion really are, but especially the Dreadlords, since they worked together, but they were enemies, but now they're just enemies, and I'm guessing this might be a struggle for power that we aren't really aware of that has been happening within the
I don't
former
think so,
Legion
Charps.
ranks.
It'll be
Now,
hard to form
the
a
thing
group
about Lord
at this point in
Hel
the week.
Nurat is that he is really a lord, not just a Dreadlord, but like an actual lord. He's one of the most powerful former officers of the Legion. He was the ruler of an entire fallen planet known as Zoroth, which is the home to the Dreadsteeds, which was like the stables of the Burning Legion, and he may
The
just be the
Dreadsteeds, holy
next
shit,
one in
that
line
sounds
to
badass.
inherit Sargeras' throne. We have so far discovered 3 minions from the new patch: Hel Nuratian Eye, the Hel Nuratian Felguard, and Hel Nuratian Felmaw, which are, keep in mind, named after him, which obviously signifies his importance and that this is his army. We have also
Oh,
determined a
shit.
spell called Lord Bane Hollow Healing Increase, which is obviously going to be a
What?
part of an upcoming questline. So a lot of things could actually be happening. Some say that this could be a part of the new Forsaken Heritage questline, because the Forsaken Heritage questline
Oh,
says
yeah,
that an old
maybe.
enemy returns, and as you may know, the Forsaken really became the Forsaken when they freed themselves from the Natrazim. So the Natrazim may be seeking to get the undead under their
maybe
rule
that's
once
how they're
again.
gonna show
Even
up.
more interestingly, something could definitely be happening with Natrius. As you may know, he was obviously
Well, actually, didn't we see too that the red Dry Knight, we that's been data mined too. Oh my god, I forget what they're called. The red Draenei, whatever the hell they are. That quest line will show up with the... we saw the Legion skybox for it. So we do know that those... To unlock the red skins for your Draenei, you're going to have to do the quest line. And through that quest line, you're going to see the Legion again.
He left with a huge cliffhanger at the end of
forgot what they're
Shadowlands,
called.
which implied that he will
Eridar,
be
yeah,
returning
yeah.
back once again. He was essentially freed. He doesn't really work for anyone but himself, as far as we know. And we also
Maybe that's
know
what all this is
he
related
has a
to.
huge Natrazim army at his disposal, as they're all loyal to him. So the Natrius could be joining the Void, fighting against the Void. He could be trying to take over the remnants of the Scourge, or in this case, the remnants
Scourge
of the
are
Legion
kinda
with his
leaderless.
former Dreadlord officers, such as these two guys. However, there is barely any info that we could really speculate on from this, so it would be next to impossible to predict anything, but let's just say that Denatrius is still around, he's still relevant, and Blizzard said they want to continue using Denatrius. Furthermore, Sargeras and his Burning Crusade is currently more relevant than ever. We're all about removing Titan Order from Azeroth, we're hearing it all the time, and learning what really happened back in the day, and since we've learned about Sargeras from Titan sources, it is very likely that he knew something that we don't. He is dead, he's imprisoned by Illidan, and now we have the big void threat that is obviously happening with Xel'Atath, and Sargeras' main reason for the Burning Crusade became a thing that was to stop the void, so it is also possible that we could be seeing Sargeras or Illidan at some
Hold on.
point.
What was that? What was that? Real quick, what the hell is that? Is that a sword? Did he put a... Jesus Christ. Damn, knocking is so realistic. Scares the shit out of me every time, Burning Viking. Yeah, what sword is this? I didn't know there was a sword in Azeroth. What the hell?
Sargeras or Illidan
When
at
did that
some
happen?
point in the near future. However, though, the most interesting thing is that the demons could actually rebuild themselves. Keep in mind, thousands and thousands of years ago, they were just primitive beings of chaos that were
fan-made
very
animations,
powerful,
yeah.
but they spent
Not
over
real.
25,000
Keeping
years
you on
as
your
a part
toes,
of a
yeah.
very powerful, very sophisticated army, which means that they're all now a lot more different than the original state.
I gotta pause for the
A lot more
videos.
organized, so it is not impossible that some of the hyper-intelligent officers, especially the Dreadlords, could figure out a recipe on how to unite all the demons and to create a new Burning Legion. This time, not Sargeras' personal army that was built to serve his own goals, but we could see the army of Fel being created for the sake of fighting for the interests of the Twisted Nether that could become a significant cosmological player in the Warcraft universe. Or, since he's the Dreadlords, Denatrius could be turning them to his side. After all, he orchestrated the defeat by imbuing Argus with that magic, so why not just extend the plan and make it all about taking over the army, as that is really what Dreadlords do best. Thank you for watching. Check out
Not
Xel'Atath's
bad,
crazy
not bad.
plan and how we might lose for the first time ever in
Agree.
WoW by
I have to
clicking on the
shit some
screen, and
bricks.
check out Oran's Academy for videos on real-world history. See you next time!
Pretty cool video. Yeah, I think we're going to see them, but honestly, guys, this might just be related to that whole Eridar quest line. So they might not be as involved. What the fuck is this? What the hell? I don't know what kind of shit I've been watching on YouTube, but I got to stop. Anyways...